about when you meet people, the stories you hear, the impact it has on you.
Okay. Okay,
Maybe,
I'll
yeah.
get back into it in just a second. When you give out food every week, you see people every week. You get to know people. You know some of their stories, and there's always parts of their story you don't know. And every now and again, somebody comes in to remind you of how severe the issue of hunger is in New York City and in our areas in the Bronx. And we get a lot of people here that are coming from shelters. They're disoriented. Their lives are upside down. They have nowhere to turn. They come in saying, if I don't have food to feed my children, I'm going to sell my body. These are the kind of things that we have to hear here. This is how real it is. I've had families come from Hunts Point walking with 2 children and a 3-month-old in a stroller, sweating because they're looking for somewhere that they can get some baby formula. And I remember this young man, he had just had his 4th child, and him and his wife were homeless. And he said, wow, I'm 26 now. And I looked at him, and he looked older. He looked worn, beat. And I kept wondering, he was very thin. And I was looking at the baby, and I said to myself, maybe he's on drugs. How come he's in such a horrible situation? Maybe him and his wife are on drugs. And what about these kids? Of course, I didn't know for sure. But then I thought, well, it doesn't really even matter. It doesn't matter if he's on drugs and that's the reason that he's in such a horrible state and he can't find anything, and his wife just came out of the hospital and had her gallbladder removed, and the 3-month-old baby doesn't have any milk. All of that doesn't matter. He's a person and his family needs help. So we gave him food, we took their phone number, and I put him in a cab because I couldn't imagine him walking with 4 bags of groceries and 3 kids in a stroller all the way back to Hunts Point. And these are stories that I carry with me, and they are sort of the currency I carry with me to keep doing the work over and over again. And it's very overwhelming. The work is very real. It's very hard sometimes to watch Facebook because you see a lot of cutesy stories on Facebook and a lot of likes and a lot of like, oh, isn't this awesome that somebody fed 15 people? And everybody likes it and everybody says, oh, that was so great. And it's like, I want to like shake the screen because it's not an awe moment. It's a angry emoji moment because it's, to me, it's more, I see it. It's like hunger doesn't make me feel like, oh, we should help them. Hunger makes me feel upset. I'm angry. This is injustice. There are people that are going hungry, and there are children that are going hungry, and they live 2 miles from us, or maybe they live next door to us, and we don't know. And it's a shame. It's more than a shame. I was processing my emotions, like, why do I feel this? You know, like, and everybody else is pressing like, or saying aw, and I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. Like, it's too real, it's too raw, it's too severe for a Facebook like, you know. It's what people are experiencing now and the challenges they're experiencing, to the magnitude of the challenges that are being experienced right here in the Bronx. It should have everybody up in arms. Our neighbors, our community shouldn't suffer like this. It's wrong. Here, Buddhist Global Relief has partnered with us last year, and when they chose to partner with us again, I was so happy because they really help us to continue the work that we're doing. And what we need is, we are stuffed in our space. We have the ability to grow and do more and have a bigger impact. We serve 200 families a week. That's 4 people a family. That's 800 people, every week that are eating from this food pantry. We want to do more, and Buddhist Global really allows us to do more, allows us to feed more people.